I'm Will Dean, I'm the CEO and the founder of Tough Mudder. Out of college in the UK, I worked in UK counter-terrorism. I spent 5 years doing that, and actually really entrepreneurial environment, working with lots of smart, really dynamic people. I spent 5 years doing that. I found it really rewarding, but ultimately I realized it wasn't the right career path for me. So I came to the United States, I got my MBA at the Harvard Business School, and after that I launched Tough Mudder. Tough Mudder is a series of military-style obstacle courses designed to test you mentally and physically, and above all, promote teamwork and camaraderie. Now, I remember when I first started the event here in the United States, many people said, you know, Will, I just don't see this working in the United States. It feels very English to me. A couple of years later, we expanded into the UK, and all the Brits told me, do you know, Will, you've been in the United States too long, I just don't see this working in England. We bootstrapped, I put in $10,000, we built a very simple website, we found a field in Pennsylvania, and we hoped some people would come along to our event. Not for one moment would I have guessed we'd have sold 5,000 tickets for the first event. And we were very lucky to have done that, but we haven't looked back since. We've tapped into something. Everybody wants to feel connected. Everyone wants to feel part of something bigger than themselves. And people like to push themselves physically. And the event is good fun. Something we say at Tough Mudder is experiences are the new luxury good. You know, the millennial generation wants to do things with their friends. It's all about coming together. Unfortunately, we also live in an age where more and more people are obese, more and more people are reporting anxiety, loneliness. And the cures for those things are, at least in part, quite simple. Doing things with your friends, challenging yourself to do new things, overcoming obstacles makes you a happier, healthier person. I think innovation's always been the core of Tough Mudder's DNA. We keep bringing out new obstacles every single year. We change up the experience for people. No two Tough Mudders are alike. On top of that, we've launched a series of new event formats. We just launched the Tough Mudder 5K. Tough Mudder X is our 1 mile extreme event, less about endurance, much more about strength and explosive power. And then we're doing a lot more in the sponsorship in the media space with partnerships with CBS, CW, and in the UK Sky Sports. And we're now moving into the fitness space with the Tough Mudder Bootcamp. Bootcamp is a 2,000 to 3,000 square foot space. It's group-based classes designed to be all about team, trying to take the values of the Tough Mudder event and bring them into a training environment. We decided a couple of years ago that we wanted to get into the fitness space, and we had this issue. About 10 to 15% of people that sign up for our events don't come and do them. They make their New Year's resolutions in January, and they get to the summer when most of our events happen, and they didn't do as much training. So we set about creating something that was more fun, more interesting, more engaging, more social, and ultimately more effective as a training regime. Too many concepts are boutique concepts. That means you're charging $35 a class. That's fine in a market like New York or LA, but most other places people aren't willing to pay that. So we designed something that can work everywhere. And why is that? Because the price point is a fraction of that. A class is typically $15. That may sound expensive next to a big box Planet Fitness or something like that, but the truth is big box gyms don't work for most people, and in many parts of the United States people simply don't have access to something like that, and we wanted to democratize fitness. I think these days everybody thinks they want to be an entrepreneur, and being an entrepreneur is a great choice for some people, but it is definitely not for everyone. Now me, the truth is I wasn't very good at working in other people's organizations. I wasn't a good employee, and a lot of entrepreneurs are not good employees. Everyone talks about resilience. Everyone says how important it is. You get knocked a lot, particularly in the early years. Define your mission. Make sure your company is about more than just making money, because you get knocked so many times, simply trying to get rich isn't enough of a motivator. You have to believe in what you're doing. Your company is your baby, and that means that you can't be objective about it. So make sure you surround yourself with people that can be. If you're trying to get to 100% confidence before you launch your business, you may as well give up now, because you'll never get there. And the rest of it's just a leap of faith. And that is scary. There's no two ways about it. But you have to do it, and you have to remind yourself if it all goes horribly wrong, life's going to be okay. Try and enjoy the journey. Those early days only come once, and try and take those mental pictures along the way and try and remember those moments, because life's so busy, it's very hard to pause and reflect about what you're doing.